Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for round 3 of the GT3 Monday series. Tonight we're at Brands Hatch for a special edition, you could call it. We've got a split sprint race, 2 half-an-hour races, no pit stop. So we're in for an interesting race. So good evening, Trigger. Good evening, Binky. Good evening to Rosa and everyone else for joining it, and that's Pickering as well. Good evening. So I am going to quickly, while they finish up on their practice session, jump over, and I should have the standings here for you. So currently in the lead in the Pro Division is Backer, after picking up the 2nd place, although it says first. He was in the Pro-Am division. He's been moved to Pro now, but he's picked up a 2nd in his first race and then a 2nd place last week, so 2 podiums to kick things off. Has got him joint top with DeCampo, also has a 2nd and a 1st. Bit of a confusion. The Whitburn didn't have a greatest of races at Bathurst last week. Only got a 9th, but he's definitely in the running for the championship. A long season, 15 races. And then we've got Sarosa picking up a 4th place at the moment. So he's also only 29 points off. There's going to be double points available tonight. So good evening. Wow, that's a difficult one to pronounce. Sorrentino. Sorry, Dente. So, and then if we look further down, we've got Lara. He's been pretty quiet. We've not seen much of him. Yeah, take that back. He was in the Honda. Looked pretty strong last week. Let's look who else. Pryor making his way into the top 10. Trigger only got 15th first time out. 2nd time out, he's got a 5th. So he's clinging on to 10th place at the moment. We've got Leave going to be open. He has a better race this week. So 14th and 11th is not where we expected him to be this season. And then we've got a couple of drivers who haven't raced yet, Balcom and Kerr. So Kano only having 1 race so far. So let's have a look at the Pro-Am division. And we've got Daniel Merchant leading that by a single point ahead of Hayward. He was having a great race up until the final stages at Bathurst last week. Barton sitting in 3rd. He's looking pretty strong so far in the Pro-Am division. Whitburn equal to Barton as well. So that is the father of Matt Whitburn. And then we've got Larkin Cunningham in the Ferrari. Also looking solid in 5th place. Binky unable to make it this week at 8th place, and Taylor in 9th. So he's looking, after having a conversation, to improve his consistency. Did I pronounce that right? Wicked. Then we've got Magnusson in 10th place. He is Mr. Consistent, 11th and then 11th. Hartfield, Mr. Up and Down. So I'm hoping see good things from him this week. Astons do tend to do pretty well at Brands Hatch. But yeah, and then cars still not driven. I think 2 have dropped out. But let's go back to the racing. So currently on board with, I think that's Lara. Yes, it is. Just get set up in the background. Bear with me a second, guys. Got a million things running in the background. And I want to give you the smoothest viewing experience. But currently, DeCampo's leading this practice session. Only 1 practice session. We'll go jump to a 5-minute quali after this. We've currently got 33 cars out on track. 33 cars is going to be insane. all piling in at Druids. You can imagine what scenes we're going to have. But the Campo, if I was a betting man, I'd say he's probably looking like the strongest contender in the McLaren for the title so far. But you can't rule out the likes of Whitburn and say there's still another 12 races after this race. So please let me know just 25:40 today. No, there's more. So if I click down, it'll come up with the other scores lower down. So it's just because I'm on board with a higher place cars at the moment, but Marino, sorry. I'm stumbling quite a few times on that name. Lara, sitting in 5th place at the moment. Unfortunately, I can't get the Pro and thingy classes up, Pro and Pro-Am classes up on the graphics. I did have a try. It just comes up with GT3 unfortunately, and they are all in GT3. But leading the Pro-Am is this man here, Mr. Paul Whitburn. So qualified has begun. It looks like Matt Whitburn is the first to get out, as per usual. So I'm expecting him to be in the top 3 on the grid. Does look like it's going to remain dry. It's currently 8 PM at this session. Now let's see if we can watch. First, stay with him as he makes his way round on his outlet. You see these with the top end guys using every inch of the road and more. Here he goes. Clipping the apex a little too much. Maybe onto brakes into Druids. I had the pleasure of actually going to this during this season's World Series. So I'm becoming a bit of a spectator and I'm also watching and getting very engrossed in this. Really interesting. Looking like a strong banker. So makes his way down into the final braking zone. Getting washed out a little bit as he tried to make the apex. And he scrubbed a little bit of time off there, so let's see what he does on his first lap. And that was a 23.3. So a solid start. We've got Casario with a 24.6. And then Kerr with 24.1. Storis 24.7. Blanchett. Hayward once again leading the Pro-Am division. A little bit wide there, might have lost his lap. The car's going to be coming over thick and fast. Still 33 out on track. It'll be hard. So De Campo, joint series leader. See, up on our graphics, it's going up and down constantly. Cars going in, putting their laps in. I could barely keep up, but De Campo goes into second. Just, I'm going to have to open the graphic up to see just 500ths between them. Casario, further 7 temps off. He's going to make his way to round. I can't tell if he's on a proving lap. Let me change my graphic. Got a yellow flag out there for Hayward. Binned it somewhere. Okay, who's improving? We've got Kano, was improving. He almost collects another car in front. And that might have been Ulrich. It's hard to keep up. I'm struggling. Right, car 76. Let's see if I can find you quick enough. There's Biddulph. Currently last in the Bentley. Where does he go? He jumps up into 27th. We've got improving. We've got Marino. Oh, Marino, sorry. He does improve. He goes up into 12th. Massive improvement. Whitburn is on a big lap. He's just put in the fastest of 23.1. What's he got now? A 22.7. That's possibly the quickest lap I've seen personally in a BoA league around here. 22.7. That's ridiculous. Bakker is on the lap as well. Where is he on the track? He's still got a long way to go though. Lara also making a big dent into his lap. Got really wide there. Looking really strong in the Honda. Ooh, and that's the lap over and into the wall it goes. We're going to have so many incidents, and Taylor just about avoids it. Oof, that was close. Bakker's still improving. It's not a pole lap, but it will could put him in the top 3. Got a bit of traffic in front of him. Excuse me, I've got a bit of indigestion. Jensen just in front of him. Is he going to cause a problem? Jensen gets out of the way pretty well there. Down on his delta though. Whitburn is once again improving on his lap. And Bakker stays in 4th. Whitburn comes across. Oh my god, a 22.4. What have you done to that car? Oh, that went wrong. I wonder if there's a problem with the server there. We've got a few yellow flags there all at once. We might be just letting this train of cars come through. So, now I'm bold with Messia. He's making a big improvement on his lap. Sitting in 29th at the moment, and he moves 27th briefly, goes back down 28th. Storis is improving, he's sitting in 9th. But he's still early on in his lap. De Campo is improving. It's going to take everything he's got to beat that lap. Still in a 23.2. This could put him in the 22s. It does. But still almost half a second behind Whitburn. Whitburn on fire tonight. Have we got any movers in the back at the moment? So we've got Rosa currently in 15th. So the Audi's not looking at their best. We've got Backer in 4th place. He's been on the second step of the podium twice this season already. Taylor getting out of the way well there. So Rosa is improving. Dormand, who's sitting in top 10 at the moment. Colurso sitting in 7th with his new livery. In time for the race tonight. Whitburn just starting a new lap. He's going through sector 1 pretty well. Slow exit there. Storis putting up there. Away for oncoming cars. So Rosa half a second lap up on his lap as he comes into the final corner. See what he's got. Makes the apex quite nice in smooth style, Sorosa. Or Skorovsky. Or Drotsky. I can't pronounce his surname. I'll stick to Sorosa. And that is an improvement. Goes up into 8th place. Nice lap from Sorosa there. Lara in 10th place in Honda. Ulrich quietly sneaking up into 6th place. 3rd row at the moment. Where is Cooper sitting at the moment? Yeah, he's a bit off the pace at the moment, isn't he? Down in 18th. But to be honest, there are a few pro drivers down now. There's actually a lot more pro drivers out there this week than Pro-Am. Nice lap from Whitburn there, puts him up into 7th place. He's now currently leading Pro-Am, so father and son leading Pro and Pro-Am. Matt Whitburn leading Pro. Paul Whitburn leading Pro-Am at the moment. Hayward out on another lap at the moment. He's half a second down, so I'd imagine this is that lap. 5 minutes to go of qualifying. Lara is on a big lap at the moment. This could push him right up into the top places here. Loses a bit of time through the final corner. Makes his way towards the line. And moves up into 6th place onto the 3rd row. Nice lap. Story's on an improver as well. He comes into the final corner. A little bit of traffic in front of him once again. But he should be all clear. This is going to move him up the standings too. And he puts him up into 11th. Cooper is on an improving lap as he comes into the final corner. 18th at the moment. 16th in class. And he moves it up into 15th. So we've got Marino on a green Delta at the moment, but a long way back. We've got Cook. A strong lap at the moment, but he's still got a long way of the lap to go. Only a short lap saying that. So a 22.4, the quickest lap seen so far. De Campo is improving. He's up at 10th. Ulrich as well. He's up at 10th. Just push him up onto the 2nd row here. Savelli in 17th at the moment. He's improving. Also improving, but a long way off the lap. So De Campo coming through the final corners. Stay with him as he is a few tenths up. It's not going to get him onto the top step yet. Ulrich is on a big lap at the moment. Where is he? He's coming through. Oh, he's just gone off, so we'll just binned his lap there. Okay, so where is he? He's coming into the final corners. He's around 4 temps up, improving all the time. Stay with him because he could make a big jump up here. Could make him onto the third row. Using all the track onto the entry of the final corner. Delta improving 4 temps. And all just up into 7th on the 4th row. There are improving times all over the place. So let's have a look. So Whitburn, really great lap by him. Campo not improving. Ulrich is improving. Hayward as well. Hayward could snatch. No, he won't. Not with this. He might go up a position or 2 overall. But I think Whitburn is going to hold on to that Pro-Am podium, Pro-Am pole, sorry. Yes, he does. Artful down in 22nd, not a great performance by him. Then Kano. He's in 11th, looking strong. He's still on the lap at the moment. Whitburn's still out on the track. Campo's still out there as well, but he's not really improving. This man is the biggest improver so far. He's the only one who can upset the top 10 as it stands on, as I can look at my data. Haywood is improving as well. Where is he? And Story, he's not really improving. Pretty flat on his delta. Well as Haywood, but Kano is improving still. What a lap by Whitburn, no. That's insane. So round comes Kano. He's up on his delta. Might sneak into the top 10. No, it just... Oh, Hayward did beat him. Sorry, I've missed that as well. Hayward gets Pro-Am pole. So he was the fastest out there in Pro-Am. Wow, that was an intense session. So we'll just wait for everything to load up. But as you can see it, Whitburn taking pole with a 22.4. That is an insane time. Like, that is ridiculous. Well done, that man. And then Campo in second. Backer in third with a 23.2. 23.2 also Casario. Very close there. Just 3 100ths between them. And then we've got Ulrich in 5th place. Strong performance. Let's look for some standouts. Rosa in 10th place. Whitburn and Hayward, yeah, definitely in the wrong league, isn't he? He's mixing it up with the pros all the time. But Barton once again sitting 3rd in the championship and also 3rd in class in race, so looking consistent. Just going to watch him try and keep out of trouble. So we've got Jensen, whose livery is finally working. We've got him up and running in his Aspire livery. So Taylor back end, but he did make his way through nicely at Bathurst, and you can imagine it's going to be full of incidents once again tonight. So who's your early votes on? It's got, personally, straight away you got to look at Whitburn in Pro. So he's got like a 3/10 lead, and he was doing it again, and like his delta was pretty flat after them that hot lap as well. So he's pretty consistent with that time as well. So quite scary. Quite a wait for this, but yeah, we've got a half-an-hour race followed by a 5-minute hot, well, what would you call it, a hot stint, hot lap, and then another half-an-hour sprint race. Just waiting for them to head to track. There is a bit of a gap, so they could get themselves ready and all that. There we go. And as you can see, it's now 10 o'clock at night. Let's have a look at the data. So it's 10 degrees out on track. Thank you very much, Rosa. Please hit that like button. And if you have not already, please subscribe. We are very close to hitting our goal of 500. So it would be really appreciated if you could subscribe. Xbox looking back to being back on a Sunday in the next couple of weeks with the update due on Thursday, I think. Look at my calendar. 29th is Thursday yet. So on Thursday we probably will be streaming then as well, showing. But let's do a little grid walk, shall we? 50 seconds. Don't think I've got time now. So Whitburn in first. Oh, it's a bit too dark for it tonight, isn't it? There we have 33 cars lined up on track. Got 30 seconds, so they're all getting ready. So see Ulrich on the left there, and Kurt returning.
20 seconds.
Looks pretty sick actually. 20 seconds to go. All the cars starting to drop down now. Leave it as long as possible before you get out the garage.
10 seconds.
Being settings. 10 seconds. Good luck to all the drivers out there. And there we go. We're going to start pulling away. So Matt Whitburn leads the pack around. This short track in the southeast of England, in Kent. Just a few miles outside of London. If you do get a chance to go see the GT3s there, it is a great place. Watching them drop down towards Druid to that. Let's say half-an-hour race. Whitburn with a 22.4. I can't believe I'm saying that, a 22.4. Great effort by Tim Campo as well, 22.8. Just still half a second behind our racer pole sitter. Yeah, I'm going to go with Whitburn for the pro win and Haywood for the pro-am. But anything could happen. It's Brands Hatch at night. Greasy track. It's going to be interesting. Stick with us. Don't Forget to hit that like button. Best of luck to the drivers out there. Keep it clean. Keep it respectful. Keep it feisty. So they're all lining up 2 by 2. And then make their way into the final corner. Stay with the helicam view. So better luck to all the drivers. Thank you for watching. And here we go. As we wait to cross the line for the green light. And there we go. Whitburn gets off to a good start there. Looks like he's got the jump onto Campo. Campo may be under pressure for back on the inside here. Hold position for now. Let's see as they pilot their way into Druids. The leaders away cleanly. Oh, bit of spicy between Story and Kano there. Kano takes the inside. Story yield. I think that's some Rosa on the inside as well. So everyone looks like they've got away cleanly. Let me have a look at the track map. Maybe a couple at the back. Blanchett looks like he came off unstuck somewhere. Evening, mate. Right, so let's see what's happened. It looks like, oh, what's going on here? De Campo and Whitburn fighting as Backer's having a look as well now. Backer and De Campo 2 abreast into the final corner. They all stay pretty clean at the moment, but Backer and De Campo still fighting as they go back into the turn 1. Looks like Backer's going to have the position. Oh, he's got the inside. He's still going to have the inside as they come into Druids. And oh no, there's going to be a big punch up now, pile up here. Oh, Hayward, is that Hayward and Story? It is Story going backwards there. Story, he's up into 7th place, it says on the graphic though. He's not doing bad, but Hayward up into 6th. So leaders, there are a couple of leaders dropped all the way back now, so that's De Campo's down in 16th. So we've got a massive field spread as well. Looks like there's something happened towards the back of the pack as well. All kicking off, it's only a sprint race, normally full of action, half an hour. And the first couple of minutes have not disappointed. And there goes Emmanuelson, our Norwegian team BoA driver. He's under pressure as well still. He's going to hold position. No, he gets it wrong up onto the grass and into the gravel. Emmanuelson off. Going to lose a lot of places there. So Whitburn still has the lead. It looks like he's got a nice gap now as well. And Kerr under pressure from Kano, who we see overtaking Trigger earlier on. It looks like Ulrich was off the track. He is again. There's a massive pile up again. Oh my word! This is crazy. This is crazy. Wow. Well, that will definitely be investigated after the race. Oh, we've got another car off. Really tricky conditions, but yeah, Ulrich jump back to the pits. Storis as well. Dormand off the track. Loads of cars all over the place. Meanwhile, Whitburn is just cracking on. He's got a nice lead over Backer now. 3.5 seconds. We've got DeCampo trying to make his way back through the pack. Put some move on Lara, gets the position down, so DeCampo back up into 8th place now. Got Pryor. Now Spivvy is now leading Pro-Am. Spivvy, who's not had the greatest of starts, is now up into 1st place in Pro-Am in the Spitfire livery. He may not even realise it yet as he's making his way around, but oh, them scenes. That was some, I don't know whether that was bad driving or it was just pile up, we don't know. It could have been racing, but thank God they're only in their living rooms, huh? So DeCampo once again trying to make his way through. You can see he's got heavy damage on the front end of his car. Not the easiest of tracks to overtake either. But despite the damage, he's still got a lot of pace. He's going to struggle down the straights. So Magnussen making his way through. Currently 21st, but got a few cars in front of him. I reckon he'll come back through a bit. Campo. Don't know if this is a blue flag situation. I believe it is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had 6 retirements. Not great, but we still do have 28 cap cars out on track. So DeCampo has got past Cooper then, so Cooper down into 8th place. Now DeCampo set after Story now, who's 2.6 up the road. Kano just about holding on to Kerr, and Kerr the same with Backer. Whitburn has pulled out a 5-second lead within 8 seconds. 8 minutes, sorry. So Lara's now closed in on Cooper. Got a yellow flag for Messia. As we look at Blanchett, he makes a move. He's going to the inside here as they make their way into turn 1. Magnussen's made his way up into 19th place with Jay Jones just in front of him. So everything calming down. We've got nice racing going on now. Good to see. So closing up at the front here in the top 10. You see Casario closing in on Lara and Cooper as they battle. Cooper with a good start to the race, avoiding most of the damage and the carnage at the beginning. Get back out of their second race, mate. But that looked horrendous. That's one of the worst crashes I've ever seen. And twice. But we've got some nice battling going on now. So we've got this Little freeway battle going on. But we've got back markers involved as well. I think that is Spartan in front, but it is Brands Hatch. Not easy to get out of the way. I think that was very fair by Bart. There's another incident. Oh no, Cooper clips into Lara there. Can't say who was at fault there, but it did look like Cooper got some oversteer on the exit. And Cooper definitely come off second best there. DeCampo has caught up with Story. We've seen these two battle before in round one. DeCampo eventually came out victor. Yeah, the way this race is turning out, you could have picked up some more points. So now Casario is up on the spoiler of Lara. Lara's bound to be carrying some wounds. Campo on the heels of Story here. Story also hanging on to Galerto just ahead of him. But things about to get interesting. Interesting. That was quite easy. So Story going for another tactic here. Maybe seeing the pace into Campo and maybe stick with him as they close in the cars ahead of him. Kano is 7 seconds ahead of Kerr at the moment. Calerso, sorry. Further back, Mangelson and Jensen are battling. This man actually literally works with reindeers in Norway. Wait, well, they have reindeers where he works. It's weird. So Story already starting to drop off. DeCampo still got serious pace considering he's got some hefty damage on the front end of that car. So they go 2 by 2. So Calerso's going to make him go the long way around. And he does. He says, okay, I will. And round he goes. DeCampo. What a move. And Story goes through as well. Interesting. Calerso, and he gets up onto dirty stuff, so he would have lost a bit more time there. Kerr is closing in on Ian Backer here, down to 0.6, so we could have a battle for second place going into the final half of this race. Got Marino closing in on Spibby. Spibby still leading the Pro-Am class. The Spitfire right at home in Kent. Spibby might be sensible just to move out of the way here. Doesn't really need a battle for this because he's not going to lose any more points. Stay with the pro class ahead of him. Anderson still battling with Jones. Jones holding out at the moment. This is for 4th place in class. Also known as Santa. Yeah, he's a little elf. So Calerso shrugging off his issues. What Put him behind Story, and he's sticking with him now. Backer increasing that gap over Kurt, and I'll speak too soon. He's going to... Oh, he just... Oh, almost bad re-entry. I don't think he had much to do with that. I think he was pretty much a passenger in these tricky conditions. Oh, Spippy's wide. Let him through, dude. And maybe he heard me. But he does let him through. So, and he's got a good 8. Do you know what? Look out for this guy as well. GWC, better known as from his Xbox days. He's in second place in class. Yeah, he's got Batrone, the Spaniard, closing in behind him. Magnusson still battling away with Jay Jones. As you heard the engineer there halfway through. Glerso's now behind Pescario. Great to see so many nations. Got Italians, Norwegians, Americans, Brits. Quite a few Italians I've noticed as well. Great to see. We've got French there as well. Didn't realise that. I think we all speak the same language where it comes to cars. So it's all settled down a little bit now. Still got this battle between Jensen and Emanuelson. Jensen seems pretty comfortable keeping him behind him. Don't doubt for 1 second Jim's ability to pounce when he needs to. He'll be just sitting there waiting. So Rosa's also closing in on this battle of the Ferraris ahead. Hartfield closing in on Pastoris. You see there are 33, so I think Ulrich's come back. I think he's calmed down after his rage quit. But we've got a bit of a battle going on now, so we've got Blanchett. Too sure that who that is behind. I think that's Merchant, who's a lap behind. He's trying to get past Blanchett, who's caught up with this battle between Jones and Emanuelson. But Merchant is on a charge at the moment. So Rosa is on the back of Colurso now. Waiting for his opportunity as Colurso kicks up a bit of dust on the apex. There we go. He's having a look around the outside. Interesting. Nice bit of pressure he's putting on the feints, making Colurso in the Ferrari think twice as it brakes. Got to say the graphics are getting better and better on this. And the shadows are starting to look in that. Lovely. Back up. Maybe under a bit of pressure here from Kerr. Down to 0.8. Whitburn with a 10-second lead. Backer's no slouch. Don't know whether he picks up any damage. De Campo doing really well. He's down to 1.9 behind Kano. Very unlikely he'll catch in third place. He's down at 0.7 now, so he's chipping away. Rose is still 0.3 behind Colerso. We've got 2 yellow flags out there for Cunningham. Oh, needs to stay out of the way there. Looks like he's in a bit of a brake zone as well. Is there any other cars coming? Yeah, there is. It's not ideal. He's going to have to turn around on the track. He jumps back to the pits. I shouldn't have done that. Hope 2 cars have, so that's another 2 retirements. But unfortunately, it is a double race. Component now within a second. Kano with Taylor ahead. This is Taylor's moment to shine. He does get out of the way for the first back marker. Nicely done. Well, fair play, Taylor. When you watch this back, you know what I'm talking about. So Sarosa still behind Colerso. Just 0.4 the gap. One little mistake, and that 9th place will be his. Spivvy still leading class. Great drive by this dude. Oh, really close between Jensen and Magnussen here. Lovely battle between these two. Great to watch. I don't think Jim's sensing an opportunity. Goes for something there. Jensen shuts the door. It's not his first rodeo. Let's jump on board here. It's Rosa side by side with Colerso. Has he got the pace? Oh! Just about spin, gets around. No, Spivvy's out as well. Race leader, pro leader is out. And Sarosa is through into 9th place. Oh, he goes a bit wide there, and he does go completely wide. Colerso's back into 9th place. Sarosa got enough time now. 7 minutes remaining. Cook up into 12th place now. He's on the back of Cooper. Now we've got Blanchett once again caught up with Emmanuelson and Jay Jones. It's the battle for 4th place in class. Rosa already back down to half a second. It's just taken a second and a half straight away out of Colerso. But he's looking like a top 10 for both of these drivers, as Cooper is some 14 seconds behind. Bit of lag there. So Sarosa has just 5 minutes to find a way past. Grab a few more points. Oh, gets it sideways. There's Taylor up ahead once again. Who's actually doing pretty well. He's in 6th place in class. Do well just to get out of the way as soon as possible. Goes wide. Nicely done again by Taylor. Mind your own business, but Taylor does have a problem now because he's got Barton on his tail. And still this battle ahead continues. Barton 3rd place in his class, battling for 6th place with Taylor. Spibby comes out in 21st now, such a shame. Lara's caught up with Story here as well. It's all going on in the final moments. Stay with this though, and Taylor gives up position quite easily there. Still looking like a strong performance, but let's watch Lara in the Honda. Four minutes remaining. This is a battle for 6th place. Whitburn 10-second lead over Backer. Kerr 2 seconds behind Backer. And De Campo another 9 seconds behind them. It's all settled down at the front up until here. So we've got the battle between these two. And then we've got Sarosa struggling to get past the Ferrari now. Drops back to point almost a second behind. And Mangelson's still unable to get past Jensen. These two have been battling since the first few laps. Now we've got a battle for 1st place, but I think Petrone just got past. Because I think Bidolph was in 2nd place. Lara just 2.2 behind. Trigger now. Other than the first few laps, it's been a pretty decent race. Mengelson has lost out. He might lose another position here. Blodgett has a look around the outside. Not an easy move, but you can get a better run on the exit. Mengelson holds a position. Oh, now we've got a freeway battle here. Now for a battle for 5th place, says Kano must have had an issue. So Story's having a look at Kano whilst Lara has a look at Story. Story could catch out. He does. He gets a position on Kano. Kano blocks off Lara here. Woof. It's all going on here in the final laps. Oh, Lara really trying it. Pushing as hard as he can to get past Kano. Great result for Story there. Story jumps into 5th place. He should try to pull a gap over Kano as the other two battle. Sarosa now just 0.2 behind Colerso. Wow, what a race this has been. We've still got another one to go. Oh, Cooper's off the track. I can tell you, but Bidolph back into 1st place in Pro-Am as well. Great drive by him in the Bentley. Let's go back to the battle for 5th place. Lara's starting to drop off Kano. Kano's keeping the pressure on Story though. Cook's up on Coupon here for the battle for 11th place. It's still cracking on now. And we've got battle here between Spibby, Hartfield. Angelini's caught up in that as well, the pro driver. Blanchett says a yellow flag is sliding down the road. This is crazy. I can't keep up with this. Right, by the looks of it, looks like Story's going to keep the position over Kano. Lara backing off as well. And we've got Sorosa still putting the pressure on Colurso. Whitburn is on his final lap. I've got to watch much of him. That's what happens when you lead the race, though. Cook having a look at Coupon here. All caught up behind Hartfield, who would be a back marker. Oh, we've got someone, Blanchett's back to the pits. Oh no, he jumped back to the pits, so he would have been out of the race. Don't know what's going on there. It's saying Coupon's right behind Sorosa, but they're nowhere near. But looks like everyone's going to be holding position. Story's going to be one happy bunny snatching 5th place like that. He was under pressure so much from Kano. Looked like he was going to end up in, from Lara. Looked like he was going to end up in 7th place and snatches 5th place in the final laps. Whitburn has finished the race and won. Backer has claimed 2nd place and Kerr claiming 3rd place. Campo, despite getting dropped all the way back, has claimed 4th place. Great drive from him. Story, as we just see, snatching 5th place. Lara and Kano, it's going to be thousands between them as they cross the line. And then Casario is going to come around and claim 8th place, 9th place. Colurso with Sorosa. Very close pursuit. What a race. As I say, we've still got another one to go. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick toilet break. So I'm just gonna jump to a cutscene, but we'll be back in just a few moments for a short qualifying session. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. am still here, guys. I'll be right back with this. Okay, welcome back, guys. Let's shut some screens down so don't spoil your viewing. That was a great race. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Looking forward to round 2. Such a shame for Spibby. Looks really good for the pro win then. Pro-Am, sorry. But Bidolph does take it in the end. And Jensen claims a podium on third place. Petrone claims second place in Pro-Am. The top 3 in Pro were Whitburn, Bacco and Kerr. Kerr coming back with a bang. Let's sort these screens out. So drivers are just waiting for qualifying to get underway. No practice session. Only a 5-minute quali.
Green light. Give it all you got.
Oh, a minute just to tick these sessions over. Great sight to see over 30 cars again. A few people out this week. Ooh, I just see Mr. Turner pop up there as well in the Marlborough livery. Looks like he's sharing a pit with Whitburn. So we have 34 cars out there for the next race. Yeah, well done, mate. You had a great performance there, kept it consistent. But qualified
Green light. Go, go, go.
has got underway. Whitburn out once again. Along with several others. Spibby, unfortunate in that last race. It would be great to see the Spitfire doing it in Kent. That would have been so fitting. But as I say, we've got 34 cars out there this time. Just checking my mic's on. Will be the first time I've got to pop my mic on. And I'll tell you what, 90% of the cars out are on track. I think there's only 5 cars not on track. So Kano, he had an adventurous race last time out. Whitburn also. He does carry the ship magnet generally. Where there's trouble, it tends to follow Mr. Whitburn Senior. Does have great pace. So seeing some great back marker etiquette this week after semantics last week. Several drivers out there hoping for a much better race, but this 5-minute race is going to flip it on its head, that's for sure. So no one's set a time yet. Matt Whitburn, he must have invalidated his that, but he might be lucky to get a third lap in. He got out early enough. It takes around 3 laps for the tyres really to switch on. So here comes the laps. Whitburn put in a 23.7. Reasonably slow by his standards. Edwards got a yellow there. He's off the track. Didn't have a great run in last time. DeCampo snatching pole at the moment with 23.3. We've got Turner off the track at the moment. Blanchett's out there, he's 26, so it's not really a great lap from him. So we've got a massive cluster of cars going through sector 1 at the moment. Jeez. Into sector 2 is going to be a mess, that one. But such is the nature of a hot lap. It does get messy. There's only a minute left already. Not everyone's got a lap in yet. Rosa's, I hope he's alright. Story's got himself up into 5th place. We've got Lara coming round. No, he's just starting a lap. Whitburn unable to get the laps in this time. Dormand coming round. Is he going to get a lap in on time? He's going to get round to get a second lap in. And where does that put him? With a big jump, goes up into 18th. What's wrong with Sir Rosa? Says he's got a yellow flag for some reason, but the session is over. Whitburn is on a big lap at the moment. Still got quite a way to go. Ulrich, second time out after his disappointing run that last time. He got caught up in all them incidents. So please guys, don't forget to hit that like button. I know we noticed we've only got 3 likes so far. Helps this channel to keep growing. So Whitburn is currently 7 temps up. He's not going to get pole unless he gets... He's going to be close. He'll be picking up a toe as well. And he does go into 2nd place. So DeCampo snatching pole. Colurso's coming around. He's going to complete a lap. And he goes up into 6th place. Anyone else improving? Spivey in the McLaren. Comes around, he's going to jump up. Where does it put him? He goes up into 20th. Who else? Dorman's improving. Not a massive man, but he is improving. He goes 21st. Nice exit. And quali is over. So a short session. Made that quite exciting. So I suppose they're still lost somewhere. We get aerial. No, looks like he's lost somewhere. So I'm just going to wait for the racers to get underway. Race 2. So double points available. So good to see all cars sticking around by the looks of it. Yeah, we've got 34 cars. So we're in for an interesting battle. The Campo got a 22.8 there, Whitburn a 22.9. Once again, it'll be a night race. Just looking through, so Paul Whitburn leading the Pro-Am runners once again, followed by Barton in second, Spibby in third. So let's hope for a cleaner race this time. We did see some great battles, but it was a complete mess at the beginning. Great battle between Jensen and Emmanuelson last time. Battled all the way through that race. Jensen came out on top eventually. We need to find a way to shorten this this gap, this wait. There we go. 2 minutes still, but yep, we're back and waiting. So thank you for watching this, being with us. Hope you're enjoying the watch back if you're watching back. So please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. Also please leave a comment below as well. Helps the old algorithm as well. Give us your opinions. So just 1 minute. And I just realised it's not a night race, it's a 4 PM race. So much different conditions. Let's hope for a much cleaner race. But we did see some great overtaking, some great defending as well. Great performance from Bidoff, who qualifies in 27th this time. But he won Pro-Am last time, just shows you what can happen. You stay out there, keep putting them laps in. Especially when you're in the Pro-Am class.
10 seconds.
I'm assuming that Spibby underfueled last race. As Decampo leads the cars around once again. As I say, there's 34 cars out on track. Brands Hatch at 123, 124, so really short and fast track. Lots of high speed corners. Plenty of grass and gravel to catch you out as well. We do currently have a endurance race planned for the end of October, Halloween weekend. And, go check it out on SimGrid. Just £2 to enter. $2, so it's like £1.60. We'll have a full broadcast and commentary once again with live stewarding for the first time. As we don't have live stewarding, we do have like a independent review, like video review team, and a stewarding team, and they vote on incidents. It's rotated weekly. Currently looking for new stewards, so get in contact if you would like. Track temp is 19 degrees. If you look on the little ticker across the bottom, it says track temp, and it's dry by the looks of it. Maybe greasy or green, don't look optimum, but here we go, round. Oh, what's going on there? I've just noticed Kano's just gone into the pits kind of dramatically there. Don't know what's happened there. Disconnection or maybe? Here we go, green light. Round 3.2 underway. Very quick clean between the front runners. Looks clean at the moment behind. Druids is normally where they start tripping over each other. This tricky left-hander here that it's hard to keep the balance right, especially with cold tyres. Looking pretty clean at the moment. Oh, we have got a yellow flag. Spibby has gone round. Got to catch up. Does he get? Seems to get around pretty safe. He's back on track. Movers coming down. He's going to have a look on the inside here. He's been losing another. He's down to 33rd now. So Whitburn 0.3 behind. Backer and Casario gone with him. Kerr 5th place there, a little bit off from last time. Story with Sarosa for company. Tucked in behind Pistorius. Hartfield in 22nd there, at the back of this train just behind Jensen. It does look like Dorman's made a couple places up. Whitburn's still leading Pro-Am. Whitburn Junior has got past the Campo and up into first place. And there's a freeway battle behind between Casario. Oh, Casario, don't know what happened there. Bit of lag there. Just disappeared. Hopefully that was just on my end. Kurt just about keeping it out. Oh, having a sniff as well. Further back, let's go down into the teens with Marino under pressure from Savelli. Savelli goes sideways there, then he ends up in the pit as well. So Kano is out on track still. Dorman, it's got a yellow flag, he's still on track. Doesn't look, he has got front end damage. Yeah, he's going to lose the position to Messia there. Was that Messia? Yep. Dorman, Magnusson closing in quick as well. Back up. We're going to keep on the tail of Campo. Story has made a couple of positions now. He's sitting on the tail of Pistorius. Definitely a much calmer race this time. We've got Blanchett on the tail of Magnusson once again. Some position changes going on here in the pro drivers. Barton in Pro-Am having a look as well, currently sitting in second in class. With Coupon accompanying what as well. Barton going defensive on Coupon. Coupon getting a bit too close. Barton shrugs him off, rubbing his racing. Blanchett in the Audi trying to keep with a Magnusson. Magnusson hot on the tails of Messia in the BMW. Story hot battle with Pistorius, with Rosa in close pursuit. We pushed him right off. Don't know whether that was too much. Hard to say. But Paul Whitburn is closing in on this battle. Whitburn is in Pro-Am. So we do have a few Pro-Am drivers mixing it up with the pros. Good to see. So we've got Spibby closing down Batrone. Lara in 6th place, hot on the tail of Kerr. Get to see a lot of Lara. Seems to get caught up in a lot of battles. Oh, okay though, but he's at the back of the pack. Hayward's at an instant again. Hayward's all the way down in 31st. Mangelson, once again in another battle. 23rd, Marino off the track. There goes Jensen and Hartfield. So Brandzak still catching out many of the drivers. So Ulrich closing down Colurso. Story about 3 seconds behind this battle. He's still got Sarosa and Pistorius with him. And then we've got a battle here with Barton making his way through the pros here. Some wicked form with Barton. He kicks up a bit of dust for good measure. So he goes into 16th overall, still 6th second in class, but he'll be hoping to close down Whitburn ahead. Whitburn is actually closing down on these pro drivers ahead in Pistorius and Sarosa. Stay with this battle for now. So see just ahead of this battle is Kurt and Lara still battling away. Both cars getting a little bit wrong on the exit Druids. So Sarosa does get past Pistorius. Can Sarosa get after Story again? Ulrich still chasing down Colurso. Not really slowing each other down at the moment though. Still 20 minutes. Look further back, we've got Hartfield closing in on Jensen. Big Al been with us from the beginning, closing on 3 years now. BOA's been going. Started on Xbox and hopefully be back on Xbox in the next week or two with the update due on the 29th, which is Thursday. GT3 Sunday, where it all began, could be back. Oh, it comes off second best as he tries it on the outside there. Plenty of room on the outside to say it wasn't a safe move. Legit from where I'm sitting, but okay. Oh, Ulrich's going wrong again. He's not having a good night tonight. Back on comes, so Whitburn once again gains another position. Do still have 34 cars on track. So back on the tail of Story again. Ulrich comes out in 12th place, just behind Whitburn. Whitburn Jr. Matt Whitburn up into first place at the moment. Looking good for the double win. So we've got this 4-car battle between Story, Colurso, and Sarosa and Pistorius. Look further back. Got Cooper still with Barton. Spivvy's fighting away with Messia. Messia now battling away with Messia, sorry. It looks like he's going to hold the inside. Spivey letting him. Sorry, I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's Spivey. Still looking strong as Sarosa. Could do with a couple incidents just ahead of him. Haven't seen much of this guy either tonight. Merchant. Also Team Boa driver. They're looking to join a team. He's getting contacts. Always looking for new blood. Got to be a clean driver. We're looking for driver all levels. We are looking for some fast drivers, obviously. Always be handy. So Rick gets past Whitburn. Whitburn maybe realising he's in a different battle. Barton is closing in behind. He's actually closing in on Angelini and Cook. We just lost a driver. Turner's off the track. Ooh, maybe some sort of hardware issue. Angelini and Cook side by side. He's made the way down the hill. And Angelini unable to get the position done, but now he's got Barton and Cooper for company. This is preventing Barton from getting on and chasing down Whitburn. Battle for first in Pro-Am. Second's a decent result. Still got battle down. This is for the 4th place. 5th place, I beg your pardon. Four cars, they all seem to follow each other there. As Cook goes really wide. Real pressure from Angelini. He sees a yellow flag, so Spivey. There's some sort of contact there. Halfway through the race, 15 minutes remaining. Doris still hunting down Sarosa, and looks like Colourso's going to have a good run on Trigger, but almost parked it on the apex there. See nothing wrong with that. They need defending there. They look all clean to me. Look as they go into Druids, parks it on the apex. So it's going to be pretty hard to hold on to the position. Story, our GT3 winner on Xbox. Big improvement on last season already. This battle here has allowed Sarosa and Pistorius to close in once again. And Ulrich is only 2 seconds behind, so if these continue to battle, we could see a 5-way battle for 7th place. Cascario is closing in on Backer. That's down to a second, that gap. We've got another train here. Coopin on the back of it, chasing down Barton still. Barton having a great race tonight. Still second in class. Back in the way with the Pro Boys. Position changes going on here between Blanchett and Biddulph. Biddulph winning the race last time out. Is he still on controller? Wait, that car's jumping about, or is it just a connection? Oh, we've got really close battle in here between Angelina and Barton, the two, and Cook. The two BMWs. Cook going really wide there. Go out there too many times, you will get penalties. Really clean battle in it. Rose has dropped off this battle once again. Rose is seemingly having a measure of Colosso at the moment. Cunningham is off the track. Back on again. He's got traffic behind him though. Battling with Taylor there for the final points. So we've settled down a bit. There's some trains, but there's not much overtaking. Mentioned before, not an easy track to overtake. Got a nice battle forming at the back of the pack as well, with Jensen closing in on this battle pretty sharpish, showing where it doesn't matter where you are in the pack, you can be involved in battles. Barton must be itching to get past. As now Angelini has got past, but Cook, he's not dropping Cook. Rick's caught up with Pistorius here. Pistorius defending for his life. He's allowing Rosa to pull a bit of a gap, and he's going to need to because Ulrich's on a charge here. Probably right, got a bit of red mist at the moment, no doubt. He's still caught up in a train. Coupon looking to get past. I've seen some clumsy moments from him so far this season. Let's hope. Keeps it clean, keeps it calm. Oh, it goes really wide. Cook again. I can see a drive-through coming through for him soon. Barton's looking to get past it. He's pushed right to the outside. Coupon. Oh. And round goes Barton. Nice move there. Strong move there from Barton. Now needs to pull a gap away from these. No, he hasn't got the time to catch up with Whitburn. That was a really nice move from Barton there. So Ulrich still on a tail from Pistorius. They're making the way through the back markers as well. Massive improvement from Taylor tonight. What have he's back marking blue flags. Ooh. Colosso getting it really wrong there. Also wide once again. Needs to be careful. Rick still pressuring Pistorius to make their way through the back markers as well. This is so easy to trip over one of these drivers. But they're negotiating really well. Oh, door to door as they make their way through the final corner. Rick looks like he's got the run on the outside, but he's going to have hard time getting it round. Has he got it done? No, he doesn't. Pistorius comes back. Rick tries to carry the speed round the outside. Pistorius is coming back. He's going to try and stab it on the inside. Yes, he does. And Pistorius holds position. Lovely battle in between these two guys. Just ahead is Colurso and Story still battling away as well. Barton did pull a gap. He's now almost 2 seconds ahead of that battle. There's another back mark ahead in Hayward. Definitely not been his night. Last thing he wants to do is get himself in trouble for blue flags. That marking, blue flag respect has been great tonight. Love great racing. So Ulrich once again closing in on Pistorius. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Colurso having another run at Story here. Oh, he's going to have the inside now. I don't think Story's going to be able to hold position. Ooh, almost contact. But Colurso gets a position. What a battle between these two drivers. Nice move by Colurso to get past. It's not completely over yet. But Ulrich still trying to get past Pistorius. Almost got it done once. Story hasn't dropped off yet. It's just still 0.2. Still putting the pressure on. 5 minutes remaining. Ulrich also right out the bumper of Pistorius. Back markers in front. Not an issue. Trigger having a look, weaving one way and then the other. Nothing doing. Swerve's also closing in once again on this battle. He's taken a second out of him in the last lap. Let's jump back to Ulrich. Is he going to put a move on yet? Still unable to do anything. Really closing in this time though. He's going to try and get the run and the stab on the inside. Story shuts that door firmly shut. Trigger using all of the road end and then some pop my teeth back in. I do apologise about my speech tonight. I have been a bit poorly the last couple of days. Billy looking strong again. Where is he? He's in 6th place in class. Oh, Story's got him past Colurso once again. Oof. Literally bumper to bumper. Or front splitter to diffuser. If you want to be a nerd about it. Great idea by the lads to do a split race. Second race has been thoroughly entertaining and Colurso's got it completely wrong. Nearly collected Sorosa on the way through. Colurso just about keeps it out of the wall, but it's going to have Pistorius or Ulrich steaming in behind him now. Oh my word. Just about holds position. Seems to be still fumbling about a bit. As Ulrich gets a good drive out of the corner, right up the back of Pistorius again. Once again, Pistorius defending firmly, keeping the car in the middle of the track. That's what we need to do around here. Oh, gets a bit wrong there though. Got to give Ulrich respect for patience though. It's been tucked in there, could have fallen over in him a few times. So we're coming to the final stages of this lap. Our race leader almost led from start on both races. De Campo claiming pole last time, but unable to stop him this time out. So this looks like the only battle we have remaining really. Whitburn, both Whitburns in Pro and Pro-Am currently holding the lead. Watch Matt Whitburn making his way around the final bend to start the final lap.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
You see Ulrich's closing in. Oh, he's just got it wrong. And there goes his opportunity, you'd imagine. Copen's still sticking with Barton. He's had a much better race tonight, Copen. That's where it starts with, getting consistency. We do still have another 12 rounds remaining. We're racing all the way into January. There are a few seats available, but a few dropouts, so if you do want to join, go check us out on SimGrid. But he's caught up with Whitburn here. Whitburn might want to hold on to 12th place. But my personal driver of the day, oh, you know what, I'm going to have to give it to this dude. He's smashed it all the way. What a great race. Great race by both of them drivers. So De Campo claiming second, backer once again in third place, Mr. Consistent. So Story's going to come around and claim seventh place with Sarosa. Oh, I'm not going to be able to keep up where the positions are because they keep jumping out of the race. You can see on the left there where they are finishing. But thoroughly enjoyed that race. Barton, well, I think both of them Whitburns. Whitburn picking up a great win in class, and yeah, father and son, well done. So I thoroughly enjoyed that race. Both, it was a great idea by Trigger and Lee. So thank you to them. So they're doing a great job of running this series so far. A round of applause to them. There we go. So yeah, but thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna say good night, and we'll see you again next Monday. But keep your ear out for Xbox returning in the next 2 weeks. Cheers, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't done it already. And comment. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.